G'day folks, welcome back to Valheim and welcome back to our very beautiful kitchen. And I swear, I think we're done with this kitchen, to be honest. There's just a matter of adding those smaller barrels in various spots. So I think that's really going to be where we call it quits when it comes to doing any building in here. Until the time comes where we need a little bit more space for some other tool or contraption that's going to help us cook better meals, but for now, I think we're there. So let's just gather what we need to make those barrels, and then we'll move on to other things. Okay, so we just need a bit of wood and those barrel hoops. I have 3 barrel hoops. I could buy more, but do I really need more? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe we'll start off with the 3 barrels initially, and then we'll see how we go. The serving tray. Where did I say I was gonna keep the serving tray? Maybe in here, and we'll keep these closed, because I think that looks so much cooler. And yeah, hopefully we won't really need to access this very often. But yeah, time to get those hoops, so let's go for it. Now initially, I think I mentioned in the previous episode that we were going to perhaps maybe look at the front facade, but having thought about it a little bit more, I feel like there's other things that could go first. And I'm sort of thinking about, you know, mixing up the series a little bit as well, because, you know, we've been doing a lot of building in recent episodes, and I feel like maybe it's about time we do something different. I know we did go to the Mistlands to, you know, gather up some more lanterns. I did get some comments to say, yes, we can make our own lanterns. I know that. I sort of just went out because it gave me a bit of an excuse to go out of the house and do some adventuring. Yeah, these barrels are tiny, aren't they? Not as big as I thought they were going to be, but I figure maybe a couple of barrels, you know, in some of these corners wouldn't hurt. Maybe a barrel on this side. And I think that looks good enough, guys. We could perhaps maybe put stuff on top of the barrels if we really wanted to. And I think having these barrels, you know, sort of draws the eye away from what's behind it, which is the soil. Oh yes, that's right. We do have the soil problem to also resolve. So that is probably something that I'm going to prioritize, in fact. So let's deal with the soil problem, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to talk to you about what we're up to next. And I figure it's probably a good idea for us to get the trophies that we want, and I've been, you know, alluding to a refight, a re-challenge of favour. So I think I'm going to prepare for that. And in fact, maybe we might be able to even start the fight with favour. It'll probably go on between episodes, to be honest, but what am I here for? I'm here for a bit of food, I think. Sort of need to keep going. Speaking of food, there's probably a little bit of food that I need to make. Like, we don't have any sausages, so yeah, there's a few things for us to try and do. But one thing at a time. So let's deal with our soil issue in this corner. I'm gonna need, oh actually no, I do have what I need, the hoe. And hopefully we can just fix this without it being too much of an issue. Yeah, so I sort of need to be able to get soil coming in from this side. Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. Let's just flatten it a tiny little bit. We do have soil sort of coming in here in the corners. I suppose that's not so bad. Do have a little bit of soil sort of... Actually, not soil, we have some stone poking out on that corner. So, let's just double check on what it looks like in here. Yeah, okay, that looks significantly worse. So that doesn't look too bad. Let's just inspect it from out here again. I think this is going to be something that's very difficult to balance for us. I might need to accept a bit of soil rearing its ugly head in the kitchen, perhaps. Another thing that we could do, potentially, is to just simply add some more blocks down here. And I don't think I'm against that, to be honest. Yeah, that might not be too bad, in fact. We obviously still want the soil to come up a little bit more, though. And to semi-cover that. Okay. Hopefully that's a decent enough solution there. Guess the real test is going to be what this looks like from the inside, though. So, because I've got the stone up there, I probably can get rid of some of this soil, so let me just try my best. Perhaps maybe getting this out of the way might help us a little bit. Alright, so let's see what problems are waiting for us up there. Yeah, that looks substantially better. Okay. So, all I need to do now is return our stone. I think that should help blend things in a little bit more with the actual stone blocks that I've got in these corners here. I don't think it's really that obvious that we've got, like, stone. Yeah, looking good. And we'll get these barrels back in. Again, they're there to take the eyes away from the problem. And, you know, I think we could probably add, like, some candles or something like that on top of these barrels. Or not. Apparently, this is invalid. So I guess maybe we just simply cannot put anything on top of it. Bit of a shame, if you ask me, but oh well. Can't win them all. Right. So, preparing to fight Favour once more. Aside from fighting Favour, there's also the matter of, you know, redesigning our staircase. So, this is all gonna have to go, and we're going to have it sort of move a little bit further in front of the door leading to the kitchen. But again, I think I'll deal with that once we've had our fight with Favour. So we did just make a batch of Berserker potions, definitely want that. And in terms of power, well, I suppose it makes sense for us to still have bone mass for that fight. And yeah, I'm just not entirely sure. Perhaps maybe a whole bunch of major healing potions are required at this point. Definitely are running low. So, major healing. Honey, blood clots, and royal jellies. Okay, so I think I'll put in a couple of batches. That way we're guaranteed not to run out during the fight. Unless the fight just goes absolutely poorly. Wouldn't put it beyond me, to be honest. So I'll carry the Berserker potions, because we're going to use that soon. Anything else we want to bring with us? Fire resistance? It could be good. Right. Then we also have to think about our weaponry. I mean, I'm probably going to use Scourging Slayer, but I'll keep the Thundering Berserker axes with us as well. Just in case. I mean, What did we use to fight it last time? I think maybe we went with a one-handed sword and shield, perhaps? It's been a while, it feels like. Yeah, we are sort of just waiting for our potions to finish up as well, guys, so might just do a few things at the house. We'll also need to figure out where the portal is exactly. I think I probably haven't moved the portal since we fought it last time. And also, we do need to gather up, like, bells and stuff, right? So that's also a thing that we need to think about. I think we've got too many hens here. Alright, so that should be enough hens. Could maybe give them some food at this point. Yeah, I haven't really played around with vineberry seeds and whether or not they would eat vineberry seeds. Sort of been hanging on to vineberry seeds because I keep thinking perhaps maybe we might want to grow some more, but I probably don't really need to hang on to them anymore. Got plenty of vine berries growing. So, bells. We have the bell fragments. I'm hoping we've got enough bell fragments, and I think we need 3 bells, right? So, yeah, 1 batch should do us. We could perhaps need flame metal to combine these. I've got a bit of flame metal here because I think I was thinking of making shields. No, we don't need anything, just the fragments. Good to know. Yeah, I think it's 3 bells, but I could be wrong. Let's just start with 3. And do I want to fight him in the same spot? I mean, I guess so, because if I really wanted to, I could go to a different fader spawn point. But I think that's a lot more work. I'm sort of hoping that we won't really have an issue fighting him in the same place that we did before. Let's go grab bone mass. And really it's just going to be about the potions. Maybe I need to wait until some of my foods have died down as well, because I probably could eat better foods. Yeah, I think it'll still take a while. Probably need to switch out to a different cape as well. Gonna go with the Aspen cloak, I would say. And maybe we should repair this. Brilliant. Probably bedtime, isn't it? I do want to perhaps check in on our Asvins. Maybe give them a little bit of extra food. We can do that tomorrow morning. Let me grab some Asvin food. Oh, yes, that's right. And there is a problematic Asvin that's sitting around outside. So, gonna see if we can cull him. I was about to cull that hen, but it's just good old getaway. We might let him live after all, guys. Can't grow in a stack. Oh, okay. I didn't realize that we had it in a stack. My bad. Okay, we've got a lot of these eggs, in fact. Right, so we should have plenty of Asvin friends. Okay. So, a bit more of a waiting game there for the Asvins. That's fine. Once again, let's check on the fermenters. Probably still going to take a while here, so just trying to think of other stuff to do while we wait. Sausages might be a good idea. So, let's do a few. I think we're missing thistle. What else can we cook up? Maybe some roast chooks? I haven't really made some roast chooks for a while. Probably needs some of these mushrooms as well. Alright. It is taking us a while to get some extra chook meat. Oh, yes. I forget. Jumping off cliffs can be dangerous. Maybe I can make a start on the staircase while we wait. Anything else? Bone more meat. I would like to try and get some more bone more meat, to be honest. We are running a little low. Yeah, perhaps maybe one of these episodes I can go out and simply hunt for bone mores. That doesn't seem like a bad idea. And I do still need to figure out where one of my portals are situated as well, so a good excuse to go back out to the Ashlands. Fiery Sven stew. I'm just trying to figure out what the best foods are going to be for our upcoming battle. Would we go with more health? I guess I do want to balance our stamina a little bit, because I could also eat the Ashlands bowl, which we do have tucked away right here. I can't really see what this is going to give us though. Quite a bit of stamina, I would have to say. Most likely. Bit of stamina, bit of health, like a bit of a balance between the two. And I think maybe you get some iter out of it. Right, let's start the process here of getting rid of some of this stuff here. So we'll probably want to start curving things down from here. Or do we go even further? We could potentially go even further. Alright, our potions aren't exactly ready just yet. And I'm a bit reluctant to start the staircase, but maybe I guess I don't really have much of a choice. No. No. Did not mean to do that. Alright, so this is maybe a decent spot to, I guess, try to get this staircase to where it needs to be. Might help if I have the right tools on me. I'm sort of not happy about where the staircase ends up, considering the height of this cliffside. So I'm sort of trying to devise a way that I can push it back a little bit. Okay. I think this is coming along pretty well. I just need a little bit more stone. Can we push it back even more? Maybe. Because it does still come out sort of past the door, doesn't it? Ideally, I would like it to be grounded like right before we reach the door. Maybe what I could do is I could start from the bottom instead. I better check on those potions because I would like to get going if possible. Yeah, let's give this a go and see where we land. And here's the trap, guys. I become a bit addicted to the entire process of designing and building stuff that I forget what our objective is. But we are supposed to try and have that fight with favour. Maybe this is going to take a while. Maybe I should really just focus on what we're doing here after all, and you know, coming back to fighting favour another time. We might have to do that, depending on how long those fermenters take. Grab a little bit more stone. I think we're definitely gonna need it. Yeah, okay. So I guess this is another problem that I have with starting things from the bottom, is I might sort of exceed the height. So that could be a bit of a problem. But I think we're getting there. So if I just redo some of this, and we just redo it from this corner here. Perfect. I think that's where we want it to be. Obviously, this needs a bit more of a tidy up, but we'll definitely get there. And this should allow us to sort of create a couple of different pathways. So one that leads up this way, and we sort of want to leave the center to be some kind of a garden. Maybe we can make this pathway a little narrower. I haven't exactly worked all of that out just yet. And I really, really don't need the fog to roll around right now. Just makes things that much harder. Yeah, this might be a bigger project than I thought it was going to be. So I need to work out a way where we still have a pathway that leads us straight. And then a way to sort of connect both sides of the staircase. Let's have a sleep. Yeah, I forget how long it takes to ferment a whole bunch of potions. Normally I don't really wait around for it, so... Oh, goodness me, almost died there. Yep, I don't... Oh, okay, yeah. I think I pulled back right at the last second there. Yeah, this is a bit of a mess, isn't it? Oh no! Brenna, why? These are not ready yet. Okay, so I'll just eat some... like, regular food. Nothing too special. And I'm gonna give up hopes on going out to fight Favour in this episode. We'll wait until next one. And we'll just do what we need to do here. As I already feel like there's a lot of work in front of us anyway. Ooh, they managed to make a hole in the wall right there. Need to fix that up. One thing that I haven't exactly done, actually, to prepare is to make a whole bunch of bolts. I should top up our bolt amount to make sure that we don't run out during the fight. Okay, good times. We grab those stones, we'll fix up the wall in a second. Yeah, Brenna seems to be a popular choice of attack for the algorithm that runs this. I feel like I see Brenna come up the most. I don't know if there's anything that determines what kind of attack you'll likely face off against. Right, so what do we do? Here's an idea, guys. So instead of sticking with what we've got here, perhaps maybe it's a better idea to sort of make it easier on ourselves here. And perhaps maybe we want to use less curvature. And we could simply create like a bit of a landing over here, and then we sort of branch off that way. So we have the staircase moving in this direction. We could probably remove all of this. And perhaps maybe we could just like have it move in that direction completely. So by the time we arrive at the top, we'll be closer to the refinery building. And then we'll sort of sort out what happens on this side. That seems like a decent plan. Easier said than done though, because obviously it comes down to execution of these things. But we'll see how we go. And I probably do want to bring down our stone cutting table here. It's done its job in that spot, so... just set up there for a second. I could consider maybe removing a lot of the soil up here just to give us a little bit more breathing room. Cross that bridge when we need to. Alright, so we'll initially land here and then we bring this up this way. I think, I'm just thinking out loud here guys, but I feel like we don't have enough space. Things are a bit too narrow. And I think what we're trying to achieve might be a little bit impossible, but for argument's sake, let's just run this up this way. And yeah, I almost feel like we might need to push the staircase back a little bit more. And that's okay. It could potentially do that. as long as we still have space behind it. Because now we're getting very close to the obliterator. But I think we'll make it. I think we'll be able to make it. Just up this way, so... yeah, I could even maybe just double things up that way, and then we sort of have to figure things out from there. We also still want a pathway, as I said, and this is probably where it makes sense for us to remove the soil that we've got poking in here, which I kind of liked having, but maybe it's time that we change the look of this place a little bit more. Yeah, I think that doesn't look too bad. And because we've really doubled up on the staircase on this side, I think it makes sense for one side to connect to the road that'll, you know, lead us this way. I almost feel like we need a bit more space beyond the walls. But that would be even more work. Let's have a look at our potions here. Finally done. So we should hopefully be ready to go. But now the issue is we don't really have the best foods for us, so we could perhaps maybe wait until it's time to eat again, and perhaps maybe time to sleep again, before we decide to make a move. What a mess. I've made an abomination. This'll all have to change again, but that's alright. We'll be able to do that. I don't think that's going to be too difficult to do. In fact, we may as well try and remove some of this stuff right now. Get it all out of the way. So is this the right curvature? Maybe I could curve it even more. got too much stuff on me. Yeah, let's throw a bit of wood down here. I could potentially do something like that. And then curve that around even more. And that should give us a bit more space to work with when I eventually get rid of the soil on that side. So here's the real issue though. Trying to get things to play nicely on this side. I think I have potentially a method that I can use to squeeze in a staircase piece by freeforming. So if I do that initially, maybe I can even add one more on top. But actually, I'll need one on the side of it, like that, more so than that piece there. But yeah, let's see how we go with this. Yeah, I think that's where we need it to be. I'll leave that temporary guide there. We might need it. So how do we feel about this? I mean, definitely functional. Now it's really about making it look nice, but... yeah, this might reveal some issues with the wall that we'll need to also contend with. Alright. Yeah, let's make sure that the wall's not going to crumble down on us. And once we figure out everything that we need to resolve for these walls, we should be able to then move on to the surrounding area. And I definitely need a bit more sunlight here, but a little early, but I think we can still have a sleep. Yeah, this episode is not what I expected it to be honest. I thought it was going to be super easy for us to just simply go out and refight Favour, but that's okay. We'll have that fight in the next episode, and in fact, I feel like in the next episode we may use the entire episode to fight him. Hopefully we'll be able to finish off the fight pretty quickly. I say that like it's an easy fight when I know that it's not. Let's try and flatten things here as well. Try to get it as close as what we want it to be. I think there is scope to probably move this up a little bit more, guys. So I'm thinking, yeah, we move it up like that. We should be able to tighten things up a little, give us a bit more space to work with closer to the wall. So the issue that I have is this, I forget what it's called, this Yule, I think it's a Yule thing, or a summer related item. I don't really want to get rid of it, so it's gonna stay there, but I just have to be careful, obviously. Yeah, I think that looks so much better, and that should give us a bit more room to work with for more stairs, obviously, on this side, which I could add now, just to give us an idea of what things are going to look like. Which is, you know, obviously very similar to what we had before, but this is going to be a bit closer to the altar, the obliterator rather. Okay, I need that guide to go in again. So let's build it, shall we? Right there. And then, just to be certain about what we're trying to do here, I'm just trying to flatten this section enough so that I could tell where the stairs need to get up to as we're freeforming it. I think that's roughly where it needs to be. Yeah, we'll need to play around with the soil a little bit more. Tricky. Yeah, and then we'll have pieces of wood in the corners, which will probably help out with the look as well. Let's get rid of that. Just add a little bit more. I need more stone. Oh, are you kidding me? I'm out of stone here. I think we might have some piles of stone down there, though. And I'm looking at our food timers there, but I think we're almost ready to eat some really good foods and get out there and fight Favour. But that's probably going to be the next episode, to be honest, guys. We're maybe about to wrap up, judging by how long we've been doing this. Yeah, looks good. This is gonna be our pathway after cleaning up all of this. And hopefully things will be glorious, but it's looking pretty horrendous at the moment. Alright guys, I think this is where we'll call it. Thank you very much for watching. Drop me a like if you enjoyed it, a dislike if you didn't. Some suggestions and comments down below as usual. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.